lighter news, this is a story I've been looking at for honestly probably about 2 or 3 weeks. It's been a story that I've been bumping up episodes because I can't find the information that I want on it. This is also from the conspiracy list, so you're getting a double header today. Today's story is about purple spheres. Now, what purple spheres are is there's these little purple jellies that have appeared in random places around the world. Now, that might be overselling it. In a few gardens and in the middle of the desert, they'll find these piles of these little jelly spheres. And there have been a couple news reports in Arizona because there's just like this pile of it sitting out in the quote-unquote middle of nowhere. I don't know how far it is off the road, but it can't really be in the middle of nowhere if a news crew keeps driving up there. And there was also a garden in Britain that found these spheres. Now, the guy in Britain says that he looked up and the sky turned yellow and then blue, and then this dollop of gel fell on his front lawn. In the desert, they don't know where they came from. They're just like, here's a bunch of gels. So at first I'm like, okay, the first thing was somebody just dropped off some like little Orbeez, or it's a hydrating little ball that you use for plants. You put them in plants and they slowly release water. The problem is that a lot of these stories are from like 2012. The British story definitely is from 2012. The Arizona story is farther back. And this is the way it'll normally work. They'll have a report on the initial incident where we found these jellies. They'll have the report on the initial incident saying we found these jellies. And we don't know what they are. And then you'll get a follow-up article and they'll send them to a lab. And the lab will go, well, it's not, we know what it's not. It's not a living matter. It's not any sort of egg. But we're going to send it in for chemical testing. And then there's never a follow-up story. It's really bizarre. And generally, like I said, I go into these conspiracies believing them. So generally, I'll go to sites that prove the stuff or talk about the stuff as if it's real, if it's like alien eggs or some sort of bioweapon or some sort of like life form that we don't know of. And then I will go and I'll type in purple spheres debunked. And even the debunking sites are like, yeah, they're fake. They're just these Orbeez probably. But they never have anything either. And all of the articles that go, we sent them off to testing. I mean, it's been 6-7 years since the ones in Britain were sent to testing, and I can't find any analysis of the testing coming back and say, oh yeah, they're totally fake. Even when they send off Bigfoot fur, you'll generally get the article saying it's Bigfoot fur. Then you'll find another article where they're like, we tested it, or we're sending it to testing, and then you'll get a third article saying it's wolf hair. But all of these articles just was going, oh, we know what it's not eggs. We're sending them off to testing. An interesting thing is some people think that they're falling out of airplanes or falling from the sky, but they are always in like a clump on the ground. And generally when things fall from the sky, obviously, they have a scattering effect. If an object is moving, it's not going to drop it in one clump. And looking at the photo of the one in Arizona, which is, the video footage, it is just one clump. It honestly looks like a car pulled up and they threw a bunch of stuff out into the middle of the desert. So that's my first inclination. And the thing is you look down and you go, oh no, it's alien eggs, when it could be a bunch of Orbeez, which is like a child's toy. Or it could be, the water plant stuff. If I was driving on the street and I found a packet of empty Doritos on the ground, I'm not going to think, whoa, aliens dropped this here. I'm going to go, oh, someone probably threw it outside of their car. It's because these things don't look normal. We think it's something abnormal. But on the flip side, if you had never seen a Doritos bag before, you had no idea what they were, that's sad because they're delicious, and you found them, you would send them to testing and they would go, dude, it's a Doritos bag. Like, they would get back to you. So I don't know why these stories keep hitting with a dead end. If you know anything else about these purple spheres, if you know anything I don't know, definitely let me know. But at this point, I think they probably are some sort of just over-the-counter product, just because of where they're found and how they're just looks like someone just dumped them there. But again, I think it's weird that we're never getting any conclusive states. It would be something that somebody should say, oh, those are Orbeez. Like, I work for Orbeez. We had the person who wrote, the niece of the person who wrote Berenstain Bears come out and say, the Mandela effect isn't real. Like, these people can interact with the media when these stories come up. So why no one from a company has said that's not fake, that's ours, we can show you exactly what they are. But the stories just all kind of disappear until the next batch is found. So I'm putting this in the still weird category. like I said, I've been researching this story a lot, and I was really hoping to find something else, and nothing's popping up. So we're putting purple spheres in most likely some sort of just dump. Some human just dumped stuff out of their car, but this might be something more than that. Until we get more information, it's in the up in the air category. But I'll let you know if I find anything else, and if you find anything else, hit me up. That was a clip from our daily podcast, Dead Rabbit Radio. Dead Rabbit Radio is available anywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's daily paranormal, conspiracy, and true crime news. If you want to hear the full episode that this clip came from, check the link below. Please like and subscribe. And hit that little bell, too. That does some magical stuff. Thanks, guys.